Okay, me mako badba was born TV. In some idea him efa highway no senior council. Obekaya ono aba kompre kwa Japan. The legal battle between ono any anas haremia anas na stone da sudia him e highway no so. Ono aba kompre kwa Japan the lawyer openikesi mamehwe din no. Yes, your friend William Kusi, lawyer William Kusi edi nkomo bi na nkomo na odi no ni na so fa ora kompre kwa Japan. The 18 million USD defamation lawsuit yede ahwe nani so US abonten so no or the se bi e de atoja o se 80 million there nemo e kaba kwan ono ba kompre kwa Japan be fa so atua saka no ye papa ne de atoja eti e be kona kache me pa ocho de na me twen so be reate no be bosi na no de obia nim se ye den ababa wai obaba be bosi e ye fia Schwar wasi ono aba kompre kwa Japan. He is out of the presidential race. We obia ni obetima akwa sala so akwa to ma papa we the biarada. We eye Dr. Muhammad Baumia. Eye Dr. Muhammad Baumia. Ono na nyame yadma 2028 NPP amanyo ko no ebe fa na no mdi na ebe den abetu franka ade ama party no no mdi akwa share NDC. Eti ono aba kompra kwa Japan. In fact lawyers mpanimfo akukudama omo America New Jersey abonte so omo di nani onyam atwitwi sebe ajanemu omo di nani onyam atwitwi sebe ya nemu onsem fata sempo obetimi ababegina the presidential race no adiama NPP it is an city me pacho ana face so Hobson Yavia doye so react so far on this issue of 18 million USD lawsuit anas aremia anas Agyapong akomprako ohine Japan na medaso gina akomprako ohine Japan ufa highway no so amanfo say ana ntisa na tise eh omsi video upon video we na echi no still na amanfo say still na no ne ntisa nya ono na say mo mama adwene mo na obia wadwene mo ne ja party asem no bia wadwene mo ne ja party asem no opanini na gina court na agin say agudi on ha enya agudi o yo me pamcho me mam kasa yenko ne nkotie ono abo akompra kwa Japan lawyer friend lawyer William Kusi or the same media to the kwan on befa so atua 18 million USD no e dia ma anas arme ya anas no yenti no
Cab of you
a cab of you so kan be ka hun
e dia na kire
oh sir what the objection be so there was misdirection. And of course, now I put you the decision on hold. Obama, you know the misdirection to your thing. So you understand the way forward.
Na enra wabra na asem ni die no ekoso no. Ensem be sa na mutimi di to court na nima na mo gidie wom se court no betimi di e dia amamo.
Me da information me won say the tender the judgment of the High Court. And sad videos, you know, who watches the Watchman. The point, a digital, and us, the media would be in attention. I have on your own premise. Or blackmailing Crawford, become put to so much a bribe. Nah, or forcing me to come on with this, you're comfortable. Maybe I bet to her. It was obvious men say me fear be a catcher. And I made my conclusion after I saw the videos. We all support my mass. We will video na music that will cook. And quite be of us to do a teaching pastor. Or investigations now. Or can we go to Janabi because of the guy? Me now, they were all with it. What they are saying. And yet, the jury believes that you're going to call the all rights or come to once on the
no, but say evidence it just say nia then a jury no and me and who no creya we see who was our evidence corona with the two courts and any me and say videos ni be cram with the chair no e bi mo hwa video now say na we nipa and no ho ya na say we pre contract ye dia sense wa ye di moja fafem
that's it. In the first place, when you say Bruni, you have to say we and how many.
Minim Sadiano.
Brony, on per year.
Where a lawyer, is there a statement of fact, the Okano?
Yes, it is. Unless you are not learned.
No. But you don't need to learn to know whether this is
colonization. You know. You see, the question you are asking is coming from the fact that said they let evidence and the jury still press that no defamation. Yes, sir.
And I mean,
and the maker said, "Sir, not that since it was there, you know, he has his own thought about the black man, and you know, he could have influenced his decision because maybe share." People in my course were called simple not tells you don't know. Where's me? And I may have to me, who's a white man superior, say me. No, I do with you. Where we are with this idea. You are in the chair, so much. Maybe if you video, and my opinion, what can I get appointed was right. Somebody who is going about, let me give you an example. There will be a journalist. No, or the president of America. I could buy some major bribe, no 20 photos. America will never do that because they will protect the image of their president. That is what announced it.
But investigative journalism
in the video,
investigative journalism, Jumano. The use of the word Leono or patches. I mean, for instance, for instance, we a businessman. Now, Obia Banchen say, me a business mogul, United Arab Emirates. Now, me pay social and so, and ye free. Now, we need to come on now, can say now who implicate you what? You're in a way.
Now, sir, I record now on cutting and so all recording now. You know, legally, Yamara. Listen to me. Me being come Obra woman one attention will come another tutor. Minia, is it right?
And I make a choice say investigative journalism Juma. Say meba say as why we are medanim a wabi and wako school akwa change the American me sure say we are we pa. Say investigative journalism Juma no mo ye no. Say be a case be a of national interest. No be any de achie. Na ye pemu no kra. Enzentwe ni timi de ne ho hinta. Kopa no kra no ba. Eti wo record wa ni say wo bo ho amane eti na ye investigative journalism work no. Wo de ne ho hinta no. Ana wonim sa de no.
Ana minim so say investigative journalism. Wa won tra ho. En yaboni na un openipa. And for 7 to video no code was a wine AED. Mister, your man is because one year or so, Mr. J. Or so, my annual Peter. And let you know what happened. And I am not a fool. I'm not ignorant. All those things, they didn't commit any offense. If you love them or for so, I'm saying, I'm a trap. I got investigating journalism, and that is what it's spoke about. If there's an issue you want to investigate corruption, fine. But then go for slippers of one Nika. What's the mean? You saw what the price? I mean, how can you do that? Look, when you say, oh man, judges now, or the OEM, so court moved them. They lost their job. They were not restored. And they were really defamating. He did not know that. And these are facts that I know. And they never defamating. But they have their rights because they constituted the court and they made a decision. What are they?
Yeah.
It is within the law for Kent to say you were the court misdirected duty and that's what he has done.
It is a court decision, you know. Ato ensure Ediagu agenda mo certain say mo wage war against watchman no because mo badane watchman na mo hwe watchman.
But in our country we have a decision that is still standing. Are you not aware?
Me aware of that one too.
America, Ghana is a sovereign state. America cannot tell us what to do, and therefore we so fight against that corrupt guy who goes about. You know how he lives in Dubai? What do you know? In Ghana, he was taking people's property because he's an ass. Or as someone catch a court, me say Ghana is penekunu because He has investigated public figures.
Minim Hoshi, and yet, once a month, as a media house, but the crack, what the yes,
the proceedings of the court is public, isn't it?
Public.
And if Anna says something like that, and it's on record, is it not something to speak to? He said that, he made that statement.
Okay.
And I'm saying that he even in his statement after the decision, he reiterated it, how corrupt the Ghanaian court is, how Justice Barr was unfair and decided not. He will come back here to answer. Because we also have jurisdiction to sue him for contempt.
Interesting.
Of the Ghanaian court. He will come to answer. When he went and said it was Agyapong who killed M0CKS, he will also have to answer. That is not defamatory. He will also have to answer.
Very well.
If he had no evidence and he made that statement, you have to, because you see, it is becoming unbecoming of journalists who believe they can insult people, people cannot insult them. They can talk about people, people cannot talk about them. It is becoming unbecoming, and that is not the role of journalism. If he really thinks that you shouldn't say something about somebody without evidence, he shouldn't have said Agyapong was the one who killed M0CKS.
Okay. So say $80 million, you know, Ose Kasano, Chechemuye. Doesn't mean say $80 million, you know, Enkobasa Mubepiana.
Yeah. And after the final decision, if the court says we should pay, we have to pay. But as we speak now, the TM,
okay.
The court has 30 days to give this ruling on whether there was a misdirection or not. And we wait for the court to come out with this decision.
It is a bonus. It is a bonus. Muntia, Mubetia.
Yes, why not?
And for how be Amra, businessman Kennedy Agyapong.
I don't know, and once you work as a dinner with your kutia. Tell me,
wow.
And now, we present why you want Ghana for my demand. And your matter, you need to find our matter near the kutia, the damage.
Interesting. Very well, lawyer William Kusi. Bedwase obre wadaje nimdie adia.
Okay, honorable Kumpra kwa Agyapong, lawyer na akasano. Court na mo 30 days. Simple se bi omo wo nsem bi kan person mo file niam bi 30 days within that range no. Ometima adan. So metimi tia sesika no $80 million no. Na president and busanse na kwan ben say yi amanfo adi wo na dwuma ma obeyi omadi within that 30 days no omoso wo ho kwan so mutimi file against sesika no but within that 30 days na court no hwe na still na so mutua kwan be fa so atia de ono aba kompra kwa Agyapong na dwuma fo no obeyi bi adi no de atua na de dika de toso so sa so ka asem or see United States Ghana is a sovereign country. On timi decide ma Ghana. Eti on anas nsem bi so on so aka. Edi agu ono abo akompra kwa Agyapong. Omo so betiki legal action on him. Okay. Eti we ni update kakra ba beto you granted say I believe say bi aboko. Ma memfa nko what ye chikakra. Video anasa areme yawo. Edi court. New Jersey court wo. No tie nam so $80 million no ye dey pa no abo akompra kwa Agyapong ni so no sa video anas haram ya tabli the court no it was a conversation between Daddy Fred and afeso ohene akompra kwa Agyapong e pese tie ho no na ye tie ono abonsema ode tudwa na no ana no akwako pagya aspakia anas ede sa video no ede court
ana brochire babia senia utumika ensemu a enye nokure ema manfo gi no start ne ka nokure
na e keep me file you know we filed on 3 counts but it's all bad
evil guy. A lot of politicians omunye truthful themselves, therefore a lot of politicians omunye truthful themselves, therefore suro kura se nokure da ho mbeka me opa fami kosoroba onim ho asembiaka bibia ufu say secret me akasa ma Canada. When we are fighting for the truth, and no dear, a lot of people, because all fighting now will step on toes. So those toes will definitely high people go out there, disgrace you and everything. I know intimeno and happen. Let me go to M0CKS. A criminal like Anas, very evil guy, very, very evil. And he continues to do that, even under MPP for Eshelde Anas. And so, as far back as February 2018, now we have just been in power for 1 year. Now, Anas, a Cosetti, MPP ministers up. You see somebody you have to believe more than me in Agyapong. I have all the videos. And I've given you the date, 8 February 2018. Anas, that evil boy, was setting MPP people up to disgrace them. That's how he makes his money. Or blackmailing for. And he saw M0CKS or no ankasa or make dinner come press also or where you crop for on where is journalist or unravel corruption here or make country.
On the video contain the video Baba too just said and wasema Okan or radio says or bad premises Dibisa amount for M1 and Omotea was signed and check and a woo and one check him one interpretive about the cartoon page and amount for Shas here in Uni nipa assume he said be nam the kotu ho na ma obi akoye wo a woni ne ye dwuma enipa no ewu ye within 20 minutes me dey na maintain po. Now, who they are to social media or the two? Did he even say good things about M0CKS? No sympathy, nothing. And when I will say he's behind it because he wanted to divert attention. One, Argentina Asemasi, police investigation, Ukrainian course. Now, who was sending message to a congressman here? Some Mimika saying, Argentina for Magini Susasana. Ghana for Magdini is Susasa. A criminal like that. Now, where Nipa or no Anas, a Kumkum Chinese Pokumu. Now, me call court to me kind. I know any proof until one of your Yemfa and Tony.
You will proof when I catch your police. I have
fast proof for my police for one of your friends. So, now, but you're on your castle until one of your inside.
Crash it. I think, Mr. Me what proof. I have all the videos of the Chinese people. What are you talking about? My court to crack can radio so I've gone to court and stated it clearly. Why are you afraid? Why?
I don't know Canada-Afia to share so far no. What share situation now. As omu jiri niema gu so ku animase.
That penny, wona man your problem. Mu amuti Ghana, America han with all due respect to some of Ghanaians no. Woman near Juma Papa be yenwa, sorry social media. Na sa same way up. Many and come quote and come quote because a new man person be the boy Ghana. Yani say Jimmy Samnoa, a bimoti radio Sony TV so and they are comfort say Anas or Jinko for Sassi, Roman sisters senum. Now when your soldier phone paying for you know, I will talk. And he a me problem. And I mean, my culture will say, say, once I'm fighting for the truth, I'll get enemies. Now, you know, advice and people home to say, oh, baby, you see a friend for my media. Huh? Uncle Pecum Papa be and worry. That's all cum papa and go on metro and this atron entry. On pet a Juma Papa be here. So I hear Juma Papa. Oh, yet send your manner oil. Intermediate, a footry am in my Ghana for tia. Wow, Pesa Ghana ye. Once we are part of it, I will bet me about Ama Ghana ye. And now contribution I would take a crumha and now broach baby young. Senia Utumika and someone enya no kure. Emma Manfogino, starting a can kure.
Now, it keeps me a file, you know, we filed on 3 counts. But I couldn't say or say.
Okay, Honorable Kumpra Agyapong video no. And I'll share so I say, make emphasis be brave, say, impo, Anas, was responsible for the killing of some Chinese near there. There was also evidence near there. Into way a flashback, when video announced and table court or it in a Kevin a comedy tell like I said, a branch yes we are friend daddy Fred and also. In fact, on also better than a Kafia because ono honorable seminal call US courtroom. Papa di misinformation me betuga. Intino on also better than a Kafia. This is the said video. Me paucho answer na be call Afia Schwar ono. Obekaya ebedam from him say lawyer na debi ebedam from him say the ameswali ya che suspect bia you believe say in fact ono na nam so a ameswali e free mu entino omo kire say abrante na o ma che no ono na send ameswali pictures edema a said MP said MP no yanka say your honorable akompra kwa Agyapong quote in quote yes a said MP or send this picture no come Abrantian 2019 obu na ketim ekwo London 2025 in obai and say ekwo no e say no me no ka say ya remba ne Abrantian na remind ye dia man no nyame ya aduma next month April and in fact ebia omesa amana de efri adi a ombetoa case no so na anopaye Madina District Court lawyer wo gina masa Abrantian no ono so de nanu die ne nsembi e de ato dwampese etie ne kakra.
Briefly tell us what transpired in court today. Yes,
what transpired is that the police hurriedly put a charge sheet together. A charge sheet on an offense of murder. First, we were talking about abatement. Today, we were sprung up with a surprise charge sheet with one count of murder. And they prayed the court to remand our client with no basis.
You describe it as symbolic charge.
Symbolic charge sheet. I said so in court, because they have nothing on our client. It's just a multitude of suspicions and allegations and hearsays that have been put together. And the law never crystallized any evidence. It is just for someone's career to shoot up, and someone has to go down, and that's what they are doing. It's just mere witch hunting. And we will deal with it in the law courts. We are not media men, we are not journalists. We will deal with it in the law courts. Yes. So they couldn't, it's not even at the committal stage. They're just going to call it, can any Ghanaian be put in police custody? And you are a journalist. So the investigation is being perpetuated. We started this investigation in 2019. We invited our clients, we said we will come. And we missed out on one day. We come arresting him. We want a remand. I wouldn't want to say more. We don't want to go into details on it. Yes.
You are coming back on the 1st of April.
So we'll be here.
What do you expect to happen on the 1st of April when you get?
The police said they would amend their charge sheet. As I said, it's shambolic. It doesn't hold any water. So we'll see what they come back with, and we'll see what the business of the day will be.
How is your client coping?
He's a strong person. They can't break him. He will survive. And just pray that nobody will just go beyond what the law allows whilst he's in custody. Otherwise, we take everybody on. Any person involved.
So he's remanded where exactly?
Oh, for security reasons, we can't tell you.
But he's in police custody, or?
I can't as well say that.
Okay. Because the judge also didn't say that he's been remanded.
It's just for his safety.
Okay.
You know, his line of business is undercover investigative journalism. So that's it. So we want to leave it at that.
So you were shocked with the charge sheet, right? As presented by the prosecution. Because you described it as symbolic.
I said it.
Yeah.
I said it and reiterated it in this interview. So I mean, it goes without saying for such a charge sheet to be used in a matter of an indictment.
And I saw the judge was equally
surprised. She was taken aback, and she also pronounced, made a comment on it. She commented on it, but still had to do the remand. I don't know. But this bill is at the discretion of the judge, so I don't want to go into details. So we'll leave it at that.
Okay. Abranche na ya remanded in relation to the murder of investigative journalist M0CKS. In fact, Abranche no ya remanded ono so oni Anas and as our name I'm a swelling and a yedjuma any colleague no the lawyer ni no den sem na to dwan o say I remand the branch in fact in sema na say shit a posifo akika bom no nyina so bi anim so atase but o ma remand the client no to 1st of April into 1st of April ni e behwe baby asem no bekwa kosi e ma refi say Christian Tete no the IGP of Ghana and answer of the police system here in Ghana. You know, obi beka say the first tax the amano and our BS docket our BS I see yeah shed ye beka akosi no and home proper ye ne hu no eti wadal ma kindly share the video and drop your comment in a professional way ma who say Kwame Stevie abaso Kwame Stevie o say NPP ni there acha ebegu Lady was in the building I see he's right. Yes, in right is saying 30 days na okay on you be ready be kwakusie because senior the lawyer of honorable Akumprek Agyapong be kan no see within 30 days no omo hwe say bia that said amount $18 million no say so mutia edema what they say investigative journalist a friend no anas army ya anas say so mutia ombetia be kwa be fa so atua na say so mu lay some of the workers omo lay omo a ombele omo no matia sesika no e amount but almost feel said they have a case it almost so pushy it masanso mo ahwe a video anas arame ya ejina so the court that was an interview between Daddy Fred and honorable Ohene Kennedy Akumprek Agyapong it when nsema edi ahim highway no so obi beka say we dey obi anim say ye dey afia so beba be react it so far me ko afia so aka chi na ka say afia wate no say wate na bibia demu kama say no the battle race for MPP as to who will hold the flag bearership for 2028 Sabredi honorable Akumprek Agyapong in fact America system no the judicial system no am making no wa match proper showdown entino de tienie nyame ya adoma baumia ono na eko baumia ono na eko etinyame ana edi baumia ene MPP fo wadi o masem de amom afesu na ase kese pa nkoma anas harem ya se anas etimi ama honorable total showdown ensem de afia so ahwe bi egu afesu okọ nanim ka se the immediate past IGP betre papa ye friend no George Kufu Dampare in fact yenkoche no musa say agenti ne yenkoche no o say amesuale wo no docket bi wa papa yi ehye ne to saa ne de ono so bie docket no bi e wo US abonten so ntimi pa chawo oni de wo bosi odi ahurusie ntino kindly drop your comment in a professional way na fe so tie nsema afia Schwar aka Kwame Stevie besie fufufu odi atudwa
abajini dio back to onyame aketua no bi abajini dio back to back onyame aketua no obi ajini dio back to back medemani and I shall matamfo awie $18 million $18 million now macho Anas they say Anas is the latest millionaire in town. Anas only the latest millionaire in town. Anas, baby, how you doing? Masa 18 million you would you had ya won't be funny in a enko Ghana and then Abesa Abraham here. Anas, hey boy, $18 million. Meet me million, $18 million. Anas, I have always known who you are. Me country any father. Anas, I was so dropping about $200,000. $200,000 dear. I was so timid dropping. Now when you have a timid check bag bear 6 and the 2 answer. Backing. I say backing for releasing you bag. Anas, you can't do that. You can't. The doer of the can't. James and Kwasia be any reason or chair mama check and kind of Kwasia party. kwasia de ene wo maame kwasia bia ni wiase a o che wo maame na ne twenyafu one once na di wo maame echi kwasia bia ni wo che wo maame twe kankan no kwasia ebia ni wo che wo maame na ne twenyafu no kwasia ene wo maame aboa no wo maame twe kankan no kwasia
say come and work on my marriage, oh God.
God, come and work on my finances. My marriage is good.
Come and work on my family.
God, come and work on my finances. We have $18 million. We have $18 million. Hey, what can I say? I am empire. When you're 18, now I'm pay 200,000. Begging for the new bag, but I'm in control. God. Me, I $18 million. Invite
him. Call him.
$18 million. What you want? $18 million. Me, I $18 million.
Call him.
Yeah, $18 million. I $18 million. And some of the words we are saying, now we are $18 million. $18 million. I rather buy what you want.
So concrete.
Jesus. On Yamika. $18 million. $18 million. 280 trillion. I command into my life. I command money. I command money. Obi busanya miscos in my 10,000. 10,000 Ghana yesika. 10,000. Sika penaji komo and sister. I rather me command 18 million. Maybe I told Musa Anas to send the malam no way. Because Musa Anas. There's a woman the wine because you're commanding and commanding. You be call $18 million. What the fuck? Now, maybe more than I make court $18 million. Now, this all top penna. Cause me a little way. Many she will meet him. Many, I don't have anything to my name. Many, if you are meeting me, my dear, me can't meet you, my dear. I may go court near my. 10 billion. This is me who are with the Akonya Besiwo. No one bejensa. Maybe I say I'm to cry on pen and the mammy scan medidio. Minisco. Me call pen account to him. I could use scan.
Move like this. Move like this. You don't conquer your juma.
I see you another.
Move like this. So where you are.
Now, tell your neighbor it is time.
And to one country, I say,
sitting by you, it is
I am pipe. You're nice for Mamma. And I am pipe. What could you
clap your hands for Jesus?
I say, worry and call it. I have nothing to my name. If you coins here, me too, but you away. I don't want this come on back. Many people with you. $18 million American dollars. Can say yes, yeah, that's you. Maybe I don't know Kennedy, no vote for no way. No Kennedy, no vote for no way. And then I'm the bear campaign. And that's just coming around.
Ay, already. And out of fear, alas, hey, okay. I said, not Jimmy Panzer.
Now, presidential candidates are one walk you can. Is Kennedy credible? Kennedy credibility, Nano, and New Jersey courts actually forgotten. A jury of 12 members. I declare Kennedy not credible. Not credible. Presidential candidate with me can some nay a cardiac. NPP Nanga says she home. Would you have 18 million? You are what Nase? 9 home. You are out of the race. You are out of the race. Anas Ama Kennedy, showdown. Anas. We've heard the word showdown for 2 years now. Anas Ama Kennedy, showdown. Showdown. Proper showdown. And of course, New Jersey.
Memo showdown. Memo showdown. What am I betting you? Yes.
I mean, common sense will tell you everybody deserves a second chance. Common sense. Common sense will also tell you that you can't compare apples to pear. Comparing Candidate-Afia and Bawumia is like comparing me to Michelle Obama. It's so fucking wrong. And as I comparing me to Samira Bawumia, that is so wrong. Comparing Candidate-Afia and Bawumia is like comparing the Schwar and Samira Bawumia. And yakura. Listen, me, I was not raised. My parents didn't have money. My parents were not rich. My parents pampered me. Me papa no ni she, so na she na no ni na no de pamper me. And yes, me chimu me there. I'm a child that I was raised to know my worth. Me papa ka pro be and mama me say like every day my father was proving to me that I was special. What I say? To me me de papa me obi oni me be me me de papa me yada for PSC is my sister. That's how we PSC is one person. Me wuni me na from mother me feel. PSC one from me feel Schwarzenegger that from me mother. And I'll tell you where we are coming from. And I'm assuming friend PSC, I'm a friend of him because before we PSC Esther, or starting him to a friend of him Esther. And today I will be a friend of him. And to be a friend of him, no friend of mother. When I'm friend of PSC. When are you coming to Ghana? When you people have 31 days, 1 full month of light, not uninterrupted electricity for 31 days, I will come to Ghana. Until then, I can't come and sleep in darkness with you people. Boy, no me waha, you know you are my bro. You are my bro. Friend me my witness statement. That mean judge mu papa no jina no. You waiting here to the jury. If you can't get me they call 20 million, but nas me 200,000 they will say we drop it. Nas say 80 million no. Need you buy me 200,000. Na begging for your bag for and as you can, how can you pocket all this money alone? How? Because Anas, who wait me about Ghana, who wait me about Ghana? Anas, send me $200,000. Now begging for your bag for many abrio. Am I begging? Yeah, I'm begging for $200,000 to go shopping. Anas, you've made free money. Well, no, US forward to take tax. Yeah, there be 1 million. They cut taxes. But 17, you only go fee. And the battle na more Ghana, more tremor, more can't Ghana police force leaky no more Canadian, and Kennedy ne leaky. M0CKS picture, a Candidate-Afia, and I did 2 TV so.
Okay, I'm a patcho, a fear and somehow or hacky kit one and I'm pursuing team, mammy. So what I say, me boy lawyer and a video. I'm a lawyer, no H. No, Chiraquayan, M0CKS. My colleague, you know, he saying I say the in same be two no so say in fact or no, and I send the pictures no. And go ma a said MP. I know nam Schwar impo as M0CKS. Ebeda bonting the pictures beda bonting. If you say honorable no.
You know, US forward to take tax near there be 1 million they cut taxes. But 17 you only go fee. And the battle na more Ghana, more tremor, more can't Ghana police force leaky no more Canadian, and Kennedy ne leaky. M0CKS picture, a Candidate-Afia, and I did 2 TV so a castle war betching piano, yen a job by yeno, ubian to me no she, and to a brown or matching an idea. I cannot show them their job, but I want to be in check with see a match No munya Candidate-Afia. Candidate-Afia issue a threat on somebody's life that me person me kind of rough and that me they come police for her. Candidate-Afia issue threat on somebody's life on national TV, asking everybody that can beat him up or do whatever they want to him to do it. Eventually, this young man died. A few weeks after his threat, this man was shot and killed in front of his house. Ghana police, police, but we all know how the law works. So you can't arrest Akwesi Amachibi. No idea what they never do TV. So now say, Mochi Kennedy, so what action was taken to stop other people from repeating what he did, because what he did was a first class felony. You are in a first class felony. And what action did you take? Kofi or drying put your papa kwasiano obodriam o papa ne yo drying obodriam and you may marry be kuno and na yan kwaya me mano o papa and you drying obodriam kwasia Jimmy for o papa ne yo drying obodriam and we are marry be kuno e dia bonkwaya me mana no o papa drying no o papa drying no matobi bodriam e wo mi fie o e we ya boss e wo Ghana
ayi what is saying
acha
nyabotre na meba Linda Bafo Linda that saying I believe say biaboko suspect na ya chi na say ya remban okọ remand na nyame ya duma 1st of April but menya we bi sisi say abranche no so say Daniel Kranti denies selling M0CKS photo to Ken Agyapong and as a Kennedy Agyapong. Enti abranche na ya remand no the colleague of the late M0CKS no enti ya kakra update kakra ba na say ono so deny say enyo no ana woton M0CKS pictures no e de ma Kennedy akompra kwa Agyapong. Enti say no upon all this no videos na mabobo no ene nchechemu am dia man, that means moreover no ono abakompra kwa Agyapong is being put in that context say impo ono and the jesa pictures no di me yanko yanum afia famina
afo mary bekuno ne dia yankwa mape na kwasia yemade kwasia eyemade ne wo papa kwasia de yemade wo nana na ye kwasia no de wo papa so it's just agent kwasia yemade
we no amanfo bi na ma afia showdown comment wo ano no so kire omo so ono so gina na so nti afia eni abra wo twi mako ne de Kennedy ho na say wo bose enya de NPP mpo omo de omani be kire Ken akompra kwa Agyapong say bi omma mana be lead party no na 2028 na comment for so wo boa to omo so kire ne kafia o to ono so de omo aboy ni afia no ade ba ko no say oka asem no de to a na amanfo twi mako ye ne ho na metimu se ekoni de mpapa
ne wo papa wo fu ijimi fu kwasia ni di owo papa we kwasia pa I mean to say where the 40 years and above now need 10,000 Ghana cedis at our account savings ma unya some form. You don't speak against anybody. If you don't have 10,000 Ghana as savings and you are 35 plus, don't use the word kwasia because you are one. Me ko kasa $10,000 and I make kasa. Me say 10,000 Ghana. What the 35 years plus? Now you did that account ma. You can't kwasi asema ko anu tum. And can be you are one. Where the 40 years now need $10,000. My friend, go and sit down. For Jimmy quarters. 40 years you need $10,000. I can't kwasi asema me can be. Go and hey, sit down. For Jimmy Froko. Asiano papa ne here no. Ghana police, the story you are storing is not storing. Ghana police, the story you are storing is not storing. What do you mean by yachidio leaking in a picture? What is the definition of leaking? What is the definition of leaking? Semi obi seni adia mame. Na me so be sendi mo obi a me so me leaky. And so what's the definition of leaking? And what has been done to Candidate-Afia? And to one can't me of Fatete, I want to say, a Juman or bon, Nancy. Now I want to know, when will they investigate Dampare for all the murders? Dampare killed innocent people for their lands. Dampare at some point was a land guard. Dampare killed innocent people and called them armed robbers. And then we are the person people say shooting na cause wa da brakano. And we are kete bino. Dampare to me kwachi obi. Money abecho. Yes, so ya armed robber. Armed robbers now broad daylight. Pacho ya chi obi ana. Adabrakon ko blasts katuku in ya chi obi o. Dampare was killing innocent people. And I'm a Paul Adumochire can as someone in Macan 1 year and half in a mobile. I have been shouting about Dampare's murders for 1 fucking year. Dampare within you investigate him. I feel Paul Adumochire can like I feel a I've been saying this for years. A VIP bina na ko Kumasi Amrobes ko shia woman drive and the reverse see the passengers ni dwane Amrobes ni achi woman broad daylight. Dampare was killing innocent people and calling them criminals. That was what Dampare was doing. And to the Ghana police said, when will they investigate Dampare? Because at least I have said it. And you mean America. He's a murderer. Muntia Paul Adumochire. I said, "Well, follow me, my kaka, but Muntia Paul."
They are the sounding board. So if he pays them, he can get away with murder. And didn't he get away with murder? Dampare got away with murder. Okay. He did.
Okay.
Why? Because he's paying the people who can talk. The people who are talking, he's paying them. The policemen who were celebrating when he was removed.
Me pacho ahano on this issue no. Dampare docket na wayi ato or making reference to their Paul Adumochire and so can Ediafa IGP who former IGP, yes, former IGP, George Akufu Dampare. Na me pese me bisa. Eti yeyi ne to ase akonya na se maba bonte amoka. Afia de wo soja no se mo be kaya afia soja na che. Anam de ba fia be de ba class me na discuss. No twesi IGP so no twesi no so langard ho nsensem. Yeyi IGP ne to ase akonya no. Ana Paul Adumochire eso abegina wa ono so de kagum. Afia ne na o make reference say de o kan ye no mre bi no. MPP for man from Mutiani. And you Kwame CV. MPP na go ana me pa drop your comment in a professional way. In the next 10 minutes, maybe a full lines. No,
they have always had that inclination. They've been talking to some of us all the time. I'm not the only one. They're speaking to many journalists all the time about this Dampare problem. But they are service members, they can't talk. You talk, Dampare will transfer you. You talk, you go back. The sounding board. So if he pays them, he can get away with murder. And didn't he get away with murder? Dampare got away with murder. He did. Why? Because he's paying the people who can talk. The people who are talking, he's paying them. The policemen who were celebrating when he was removed, they have always had that inclination. They've been talking to some of us all the time. I'm not the only one. They're speaking to many journalists all the time about this Dampare problem. But they are service members, they can't talk. You talk, Dampare will transfer you. You talk, he will sack you. Even now, go back to Kwesieni. Forget about everything Dampare did. What about the promotion of the National Security Coordinator? Why did Dampare decide that he will not promote the National Security Coordinator? Do you know why? He didn't want to promote him so that President Mahama will consider him for Deputy IGP, or some President Akufo-Addo will consider him for Deputy IGP. A Deputy IGP was appointed. Dampare went ahead to undermine him. Does Kwesieni know that?
Dampare recorded Dampare and then America IGP when you were appointed as a Deputy IGP, Dampare recorded Akoboma Nana Domo enti ni amwanya hwe no.
Does Imani know that?
Yeah, no. Feel like I want. I feel no matter you. I've been saying this for 1 fucking year. Dampare is a murderer. Killing innocent people for their lands. Killing innocent people for their lands.
with me packing. Oboko unit B. There's a unit at the headquarters.
Yes.
Mobile unit one. That unit put up more than 10 senior police officers. I've been putting desk. Where are not to watch you? Damn parade me promote your branch. Maybe I can say, if one may want to the police ranks him. Police go ranks him. Wouldn't fear 9 move from one rank to the other. Except on the substance of the BM try, when your recommendation rank be, I'm a from back be. Obi ASP. Within 3 years, we move from ASP to deputy superintendent to superintendent to chief superintendent.
I said this last year.
12 years the bigger. When you're in 3 years.
I said this last year.
What is the reason?
Exceptional performance.
Exceptional performance.
But that is there.
And the substance. No. In 3 years. 3 years.
Obi. No, that's
okay. So okay, I agree.
Let's be fair.
Exceptional.
Okay. On Wankasa as IGP. Look at his trajectory in the police sector.
I agree, Martin.
Ordinarily, no police officer can go through that.
So in 3 years, you had 3 years. Mercy. From ASP to DSP, the least time you should spend is 4 years. A course group. If you promote, but you say they are course 40. Me time of officers no course 40. Officers and me course group in course 40. It be a course 40 for move to be a superintendent. They move together. And so be one of them be in between. You be rank be above them. No film.
Yes.
I couldn't change quality.
Yes.
It me and because I'm Jamaica make us a bit missis. But and yes say in fear me and one person ne on the assumption or yen educam ne subi ni Ghana police mu it in fear me with me the 3 years peno enya rank I am fishia do me no rank.
But say
and I was say when I was say
cross just one person.
Enya one mama and so me can answer because of permission in my me this is natural my mom
was running.
Yeah,
when I have Valentino, red lip, cry Valentino. I say,
the other thing on my list. Newman doesn't hear what to travel.
No problem.
Deployment of special anti-robbery task forces at all hotspots across the country. Sustained motorbike operations targeted at the use of motorbikes.
But the anti-robbery was just a conversion of the anti-language squad.
So anti-robbery, good. But massive anti-robbery squad minimum. Madam in charge is in I'm robbery in a sea walk. I yes, you on the way. Not a sea no. And we are getting we are buying so. Or Cabrani to me in a kudro to car. A boat to a piscato petit. At home. Well, I want now one trip to walk 2 miles press bus to massive road. No, I can't let me do reverse. A Danny is saving the passengers. No, at home. One day I give you. I tell you, Bukanso. Who is a man I call? I tell Bukanso again. The Korean Makoso. Where are they? So what me for me say we none the person say.
You're the best.
I fight armed robbery there. My mouth instances me.
Dan Parry needs to be investigated. And ASAP. Dan Parry, he's a murderer. He needs to go to court and explain to Ghanaians why he was killing people's children. Ordinary Ghanaians. And calling them armed robbers. Facebook I catch him and say, Madam for Amma Butler. Amma Lady Jennifer or London. And then your birthday. Happy birthday to you. I'm a lady, my friend. And to me, my choice, I person put you down, parent. Said your chain, mama party, they hand of good and son. Munch it down, parent. Munch it down, parent. Said your chief former IGPB. Said your down, parent, chief former IGPB. No, me more papa need. Munch it down, parent. Now you're investigating, no. Annie. Now, munch your man. We miss you so much. Come home. Do you know my home? I am home. Say, I say, offer home, Nidia. And why a foreign land? And what you betray more? Muni Kania, and Tia don't stop saying come to Ghana. America, you know right to you top pipe. Before you say come to Ghana, won't walk Ghana, but I also want the light with 30 days now. If not, don't come and be stupid here. Because when you say come home, you sound very stupid to me. One that light with 30 days and can't try to say come to Ghana. When you do that, you are stupid. Me no never better small. Muchimi no. Asi ade na na mokoto aba man kwasiafo no. Na mfo se me no never ever suffer. Monda su me
I say me wo ana.
Woda from me what from tiefo na ahwefo class me wodache hema special obeka no pa no me frɛ no but me nsanka no na honorable akompra kwa Japan ohene Kennedy $80 million nam from ma ekire se anas harme yaw ana in fact wakwakosiu no US abonten so na me hu se dache hema me keep post o che se nsem na nya no kora na oh da bi was say me do na kache bia wo information bi enti na me de na ba class ma me na tesen
Yehu adomboko metia class onyina mo fanche me na se de enti me ma school ya dwuma time no mo aye npie no ja be fani sa
mate
me hu no social media enti ya ma me frɛ king fie and me bisa say ma hu say ana ni Canada case wo US no yes say ana so was king no say or any case no say no say no correct me frɛ king in ehunipa e wo US in fie no say no correct so mo de court letters ni bi ma me e me say ma post to cry the speculating on social media but some antisa
na say wa mo say because ya hu video in fact we general court US abonte so law court now as a ya tutu na no ne ade eti obi beka say wo betimi di nchiremu kakra de am de na okan de na ewo ma ana wan court kra ana mpo video no kra
court ne de okoye court ne de omokoye basically some ne wo mu a speculate say anas try me say damage na eno na enye no kre court no de omokoye but enye no kre me forward audio bi amowabo if ono ana kache
okay
nkwala ne ba ko na ebe kasa chirichiri mu me forward man aboma dia sinyina ntie right
mate okay ene metwen
na o makomanto mu yem enye no kre me kra me yesenka me pon ba na me mre ya enka me life about it but my bread it means me nya to them me forward the audio no na letter no me forward bi ma na kind na o mu hunu de wo mu ene ensem de o mo kan nyina fake news
o ma chia no na yi wo de send ya de ama me ma me musa o be ka say nsem bi sei no ase one way or the other no amanfo say we die ono abo akompra kwa Agyapong nya me yadma 2028 nipa bi sei no o ntimi ma no be di party na nim MPP esa na kwa na
so o kasa de kikasi
o temenga
ya mo ano so kakram pa cho
me say di amanfo aka ebra nsemi beto odwa no ene say nyame ya aduma 2028 say eda ono abo akompra kwa Agyapong akoma so say in fact 2028 die anka oba be 2 franc ade ama MPP but san sem say ya aba no amanfo si da bi oni ho kwan in fact obi beka say on sem fata say mpo oba be di party nanim sa na ba be bibia o na we de kwan na bie ade ama Dr. Mamadu Bawumia nsem bi say mpa to wote a from the camp of Ken say no musi fa no ana say no musi je no so
epa cho mistre yenuano mu Ghana fo ya hwefo ene ye tiefo se ma hu se krona minimum mienu nyina afri mu no ye pe entwanto so yetimi ebo ye strip na ya kan sem na eno ho aye pe akompra kudi MPP party na nimu a eye yie ne eye yie ochena ekire se ensem no mo kafa no nyina no enye no kre You have no any other A class Bible finish. Can't say or evidence. A dear to know bit me now could draw Bible until so evidence. Sabi. Omo money department fan evidence in my Ghana Police Service. Na omo fa assembly trial. I will say, if we are say assembly Asia. Ebia ina me share sa video na Canada court na ne studio ano oka say omuhu sa abrante na omomo no wasi ye mo no kwanka say ye nkuno no what you say momo no any ye nkuno difference wo na no kra na say na Mistrial nuanom Ghana for ma omo fast asem wen emfa nye politics omo nka say akompre akuntimi tu franka Emma or my Ghana, obet me to Franca, Ama or my Ghana, and then watching. Sabi in previous no, mano eshes naso. Ye papa, there is on Rory, a radin funny crane. Sabi or no cry or this soja fine, ebeti or mine stop. Now, kum, ye move, ye papa no. Abra oman Ghana ska anye boni Ghana for etimi mani die so emfie wotwe emfie dunsia so what you say ye shed nipa dodo a ye papa Derry Don Rory e fa ne so ema omo hwe omo nkwa enya accept so ewuo bia ye wuo die nka say ye nua be ma amedigo na amanfo de ye allegation no enye wowo eye wowo pa eye menua be ma na amempene empene ochina nanso enu si akompreko eho kwan say ontimi medi oman ne so se Ghana mpanyimfo ewo ho kwan se omode evidence edisi ni kwan dia obia ntimi nsi ho kwan na se evidence ni ho na ayese kabinte Latin America okoka di e court o se e kana me sumeka bi ene na akwanya wo ho se Ghana fo be ma akompre ko kwan a obetimi adi oman ne so efi se media minim se ensem na e koso no eye nkanto so ena sabi asem so ne asem ye den ehia nti esre enuanam Ghana for se omunya akompreko emu anidaso enya ne mu gidie se papa no onye ipa kumfo onye meda na sabi ontimi nyesa munim se ye papa no o ti se me ameka se mi bufu ame ate metimi aka asem so na enye hokra na magene yede ewo yesre ye papa no se emre bam na se ye de ba uma ye nyina ye support no me da se
okay me da se ene metwen audio no why
yo me twhwe krampo okay
mate okay that in my special attending kano ono so ewo ono abo akompre kwa Japan akache enti anopanu mu no sem ne basa na ewo se melenke up but mensanka no so atase mensanka no enti no anwumere na mse da bi ma mensanti asobium na menkope nkokonsa kakremni enti dachi hima ana odene dia ba beto no o si wei entimi nsi ono abo akompre kwa Japan wo hini Kennedy ekwan de biara da se empo emane betu franka emfama MPP party no na dachi bi no oma emedi oman Ghana so ensi no nkwan de biara da ema remfi se suspect na ya che no in relation to M0CKS openi no so akasa se o say Daniel Kranti denies selling M0CKS photo to Kennedy Agyapong abrante na deny abrante no e custody ya remande no nyame ya on the 1st of April no ana hoso ye bete nsem kakra no so waka ma men komani na afei menfa afia de with the docket of the immediate past IGP George Akufudan pare de mfa ma na yenkoye ni
na me metra Ghana ni adum Ghana ba kania me kania me ba kro ma kania ni esela kania ni esela pipe no ebusu se Yentua water bill po. State here me way. Mintua water bill. When you trust this come home. What you what ya ma pipe. Yeah, it's splinters. Yeah, the pipe. And so no be our water bill ba. No one say what are we paying for? They say oh come to Ghana and ma block you me Jimmy. Page and oh yeah bibi am block because you know it's mine. You don't pay to be here. You pay gas in winter and summer and water. If I'm home, usika ni editua. Usika ni editua. If I pay gas, I have lights. Ye mitia kaniaka. Ekoma mitia kaniaka ewo makuma mu because mitia siso ho kan. Usika na editua bills. And I'm abuano no editua me bills. The satisfaction of getting what I'm paying for is the reason why I'm in this country. The satisfaction of getting what I'm paying for is the reason why I'm in this country. You can't say that about yourself in Ghana. You pay health insurance, you don't have insurance. You pay light, you don't have light. You pay water, no water. You charge street light. Kwasia who fee street light is here anymore. But your baby don't contact me. And now be by. I want to contact you. I've been trying to contact you. I've been trying to and I'm my friend, and I stole my money. And I don't care what happens to you people. I don't give a fuck. My show is not about when they do, why not do. I don't care. I do not care. I saw Ghanaians jubilating when you can't see them from Nkotu. That is why I stopped caring about you people. Write it down. I don't give a fuck what happens to you. Go and tell your mother. Don't come and tell me. Put it in your head. They say I stopped caring. Now me that hospital near see am from Nko jail. Na Ghana for jubilated. They say me will be better me to jail Ghana. My bodam. Now mo hone here mesere. Now mo jubilate. That is when I stopped. I don't give a fuck about you people. If you have a problem, go and tell your mother. I am not your relative. Now I want to talk to you. Give a fuck. Do you know the last time I spoke to my boys? Yes, I didn't have a detail. I want to talk to you. I have something to tell you. I don't care. If you are dying, may you die. I once told you people that the monster you people are converting me into, if I become that monster, we will die with Chromok. I don't give a fuck. What it? Say bibi to no ababu mama me kan chiro. Now I want to talk to you and I have something. Fucking go and tell your relatives who are on the bejo wonsa. For Jimmy go and sit down. Number Sam George no that's what Ghana na watu. Eze de jata da no okra. It's Sam George in Ghana. Sam George on nam Ghana. Sam George on nam Ghana. I can find out. Stop the demos there. Galam say. Stop the Galam say. And I'm on my Galam say committee. Sam George on nam Ghana. Sao fu no. Wabepe Jim bia kwa ketewa wafu adoa te se de wonim quadruplet. Wabepe Jim bia kwa na why fine why fit. Akwala ketewa wafu adoa 40 years o wafu. 40 years wafu said you wonim quadruplet. Me kwa me won ta for me be wo na mafu and tesa. Afani Jimmy nko the temple no nko Jimmy. And I can find a Southern and this by Sam George Daniel crown. When you got any view, Galam say no my die. True dear no my die. Aso. One can't say, Messu one quad Jim. Now what do I Jimmy be a Bejananium? Uncle exercise, no ya flat Tommy, no ya muscles, or one Jomama no ya minister no one. Joanna on one exercise and no about cramono. Once is at it. Only this is our same energy, no. Now I'm fan stopping Galam say, foolish boy. Anna, Kufuado, he's making money from the gay people. Anna, gay for no mobile for months in your saying. I could get gay for no saying. Sam George, you have suddenly become quiet. You have lost your voice, Sam George. Suddenly, you have lost your voice as a human being. We will force you to say nonsense. Suddenly, I just buy your water bodies na your Galam say Cause I'm saying ye water bodies na ye. Sam George, come and talk. Don't lose your voice, motherfucker. Don't lose your voice, motherfucker. Don't lose your voice. Come and talk. Come and be a man, Sam George. We are paying you with taxpayers' money, and we expect you to work. And this is by you know, God, I'm saying, oh my God, I see you, my dear, asshole. I will make sure you regret every minute, every second. I will become myself. I will make sure you every day you regret it. When you say a funa, young financial baby, you are mortuary. Now say, mother, say 18 million, mother, 18 million idiot.
Okay, me twen da che ma na wa send him audio no. Me who say Dido I drop a comment to me. Or say the $80 million is true. She's from Contempt and she will never tell you the truth. I was born, please try and get the copies of the judgment from your colleague Gossip 24 and read it yourself. Thank you. Okay. Mame fa we afia no afia de ejana woto no to ko ba bia. Mame ready we come and fama na me wi a video bi so aba be da bonten. Tie. Ono abo akompra kwa Agyapong ne lawyer aba be kasa. O see within that 30 days. After the 30 days in anasa 18 million quote in quote ne be take effect. Eti when the Mistrial me em ready the daso no come na yenko yanim. Me wi a mesabo video bi the amount sharp. Afia Schwar ka se bi o se Sam George says NDC 40 mobile yana na mo say gate for ni ade ye betwam Afia Schwar so busam bosomi na ni akosi sen Sam George e say woni anu bia kwa de kasa hey Ghana for mamu remfi mamu remfi gain sensem no okay may am ready bibi kakra. On Friday, the jury returned a verdict and awarded $80 million damages against Honorable Ken Agyapong. This was based on instructions of the trial judge to award actual and compensatory damages if they found Honorable Ken Agyapong guilty of defamation. Being dissatisfied, Honorable Ken's lawyers demanded a nullification of the trial on the grounds there was a mistrial. Okay, the judge asked them to hold on. The judge asked them to hold on because the trial was not yet concluded. The case was adjourned to Thursday for the jury to consider the award of punitive damages only. On Tuesday, the jury reconvened to consider the award of punitive damages only. During deliberation of the jury on Tuesday, the jury sent a question to the judge, which was read in open court. The jury stated that during the Friday consideration, they had awarded $5 million for actual damages, $5 million for compensatory damages, and $8 million for punitive damages, which was against instruction and procedure of the court. At this time, lawyers for Honorable Ken Agyapong moved for a mistrial. The judge realized the error committed, omitted, that be committed by the jury and accordingly discharged them. Okay. My man read it twice on and famamu. And or say he has 30 days to rule on the mistrial. Anti me pamucho senior honorable kumpre kwa Agyapong lawyer no be kan 30 days in the area. At the moment, there's no verdict because the jury verdict was not entered as a decision of the court. And me part of me every video in family here na member Bob voice that in my special and the honorable Akumpra kwa Agyapong team no ascended the amameno.
Landed now on the matter between Anas Aremiyao and the case that he's won in the US against the...
Let him correct something. He's never won any case.
He hasn't won?
No.
So if a court rules a case in favor of a plaintiff, what do you call
ruled,
that?
You know, our media space is full with misinformation and fake news.
Okay.
It was a mistrial. I believe today, when you go to their website, the New Jersey court, when you go to their website, I've seen my brother shaking the head. I've spoken to the lawyers. I've spoken to the man, Ken Agyapong himself.
Which lawyers? Whose lawyers?
Agyapong's lawyers.
Okay.
And you see the video making the rounds. Listen to it. Once you watch it, at the tail end, you hear the judge telling them that it's a mistrial. It's a mistrial. You see,
okay, I'm listening.
You see, we are being fed with an optics that some form of justice has been carried out. The jury will be reconstituted. The case will be recalled after 30 days. And today is what, on the 19th. Tomorrow's show, you come and say that, look, the man said the truth. There hasn't been any judgment of 18 million against the Honorable Agyapong.
So Tiger Eye's statement,
it's a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a pure lie.
And all the stories we are monitoring on other platforms are also lies.
You see, they're true that I believe you are trying to play that video.
No, we just put Tiger Eye's statement.
No, I saw what do you call it?
Those are photos from the courtroom.
No, so you play that video. If you have the video, you play it. The tail end, they just said that it's a mistrial. How can you award, what do you call it, punitive cost to somebody when there's a mistrial? You see, strangely, our media space, we are being fed with only misinformation, and then that thrives. It's about time that we sit down and analyze things critically. I'm happy you are saying that, 18 million, they are going to negotiate. Negotiate on what? He's not even going to get even $500 from this. The case will go back to court. The jury will be reconstituted. There hasn't been any judgment.
Okay, we have
Okay, there hasn't been any judgment on this said $18 million. After the 30 days in the so far 80 million in the end of form. Mo audio no emfama mo na mo hubi. Eti statement a Tiger e de beto on ni eno me be kana no pa na bia na oni ase. Me be kana no pa no. Ono de nurse no kire se bibia koyi so atase democracy ne ho anya democracy nko ane se ebia ye to aba mu dia bet. Ono amanfo pese omo paint ni din black ne ade. Me read bia eti me pa ocho ma yentie voice na from Honorable Agyapong. Eti me pamcho 30 days after 30 days ni ebe hu si ne bekwa kusi.
Abusha for me mamu nyina mo ache me mamu ha me mamu ajo. Shaibu la sisi ni. Na ade wo mu nyina ne se publication bi a mo hu na bontene se Anas adin kunim about $18 million bin enye nokrenne enye nokro china na Anas adena Anas aye no nyame kwa makende Agyapong video bi ba be sende mo amatra America mo ni kwa fa so di asem na ya mo channel pa me extensive ewo ayi Solid TV Ghana say na about 1:49 AM munim sire di asem ewo America judge no say juries na omukọ tena asem so omukọ we video no judge ne ma omu instructions say omu nkọhwe na omu discuss the actual damage is no ayemiensa the compensation, the punitive, and also the actual damage. And to mobile Makacha judge and say, Oma arrive at $18 million, $5 million for compensation, $5 million for actual damage, and $8 million for punitive. Punitive, like say, yeah, book in the Agyapong Kasebe from Emmanuel no condo so obe federal discussion semono. And now honorable Ken lawyer a reason say judge no and conform a new instruction so also they should go and discuss about the actual damage. And the na judge in the air kind na all kind juries ruling the ba no all kind. And the honorable Ken lawyer reason judge busa honorable Ken lawyer say then idea no open and was or question for a mistrial. ana judge ne say okay omo 30 days obia and file for the motion judge no or can say omo 30 days obia and file for the motion ne there anas wakati hono ana baby ana judge no or crime juries no make us omo ruling no omo findings no omo statement no ana nas akutwa hono de aba munim say anas lawyer a friend guy honorable Ken ema omo call request formally so oba be take video say they should also put in the videos in the app nanka also put in the app na akwa say 1-1 draw but for now no for announce to even put up the judge's video our abontin a case the Mistrial Candidate-Afia kun we say no enyankopon na ekoma no announce the ahoma chichire no ho eti mo bia yemu hihye no omo yes TV3 ne wan na Kevin omo ya Candidate-Afia atanfo mo be Candidate-Afia asem but asem no ye niwie enti ubia ma na koma nto ne yem menim se yam wo kira me full details na de ebebrem.
Okay. Enti asem ye niwie ti mo ye deden enti me pamcho video no video we ebeda abonte no am na America court no so mutimi release videos ana Kevin ka say omo take video no mbisa permission ansa no take video no nti omo busa permission ni dey okay utie voice ya me boye ya omo so kire say anas odi ahoma chichi ono akasa no baby wo a watwa free ho because utie me won say papa me kasa eno wa chire eti utie the man was mentioning the charges omodi aba nti wo hwe sakrata we am dey atoso say eno na opening eboboso ewo audio no no. During the deliberation of the jury on Tuesday, the jury sent a question to the judge, which was read in open court. The jury stated that during the Friday consideration, they had awarded $5 million for actual damages, $5 million for compensatory damages, and $8 million for punitive damages, which was against instructions and procedures of the court. Anti anona na sa lawyer na broni lawyer yi na oboboso ewo ho eti me pamchaw case ne de ye ni wie ti mu fa nhyem adwene mu 30 days ana ebehu sini no awie ye de ebekwa akosie Idris Mohammed Aday MPP for Omayo Omaday Williams was even Trump we voted for whilst facing trial and Tisani City, nice one. Williams made us for this comment. Was even Trump we voted for whilst facing trial? My God. Mirabel was it was a mistrial, therefore no money was awarded. Dido say no, it's not mistrial. Enti me pamchaw mabubo videos na mama hu sini city. Na me ya adoma 30 days no ni behu. Sabre die $80 million no. Esinse wiem. Ntino my men from Vic na Vic frame me. Vic say mistake or boy akra mistake. Enti me pamchaw that him special so me friend no badwumadi nso ma hote nka. My men fa hope senior V. Okay. I'm Sir Vic, why busy? Me pamcho me beautiful lines not more videos na mabobo de ama o ani nchechemu a aba no ana me de ama ahwefo ne atifo no enti no ye 30 days no de besie no na yesa so de any update bia concerning this one here de bro ma me fa hoping ya via do ye video no fa ntwa to mfama because on the issue of ameswale ewo no hoping ya do ye se o nsem bi ka okotena onua TV ede nsem bi de tu bia me pese ye tie no na afiso yekoyeni
Anas versus Candidate-Afia on defamation. Sa case ya din Ghana ama court ato Anas ne suit na guse asemo a kan kai no on defame no kwan
sure
Emma judge, you know, describe Anas, you know, say investigative terrorist. Then no, I know Mokaye or say, or side defame no more.
Yeah.
I know Thomas I'm the call.
Say Basa Anas I know number monty.
Yes. Or they call US. Na US system no. Daya na jury no a dozen.
Yeah.
Nti omo put to 8 member.
Yeah, 8-member jury. Yeah.
Ano mo ye. Na jury bia no. Judge na okra asem no. Emma mo direction.
Okay.
Your mamo terms of reference.
Yes.
What you should do, what you should not do. Ano omo ye ade no. Eti jury di wie ni case no. Na che omo atra omo bounce. Akwa awodu niema bia nka omo need that, you know.
Yeah.
Number 2, Candidate-Afia ne evidence or the call especially the court ruling ni ade anka say omo botie no omo antie.
Oh really?
Yes. Eti omo ba be ya ade no Candidate-Afia lawyer raise Mistrial.
Okay.
Say niema bi anko yi. Judge no sustaining that, you know, of the Mistrial. Number 2, obisa jury no say punitive measures near there na almost ya all the way 8 million, ya all the way 5, and ya all the way 5, until all 18 million.
Yeah.
Na judge ne say one direct almost eti waka ye na omoka say ebia ye suggest anasa afi ni e ba be sha nka problem ni mu.
Yeah.
Eti omoka sa no say omako beyond what he directed them to do. Eti judge no dismiss jury. Now jury decision no enye final judgment.
Okay.
Enye final judgment. Eti publication e koso ni ade nyina no eye propaganda.
I see.
Propaganda. Eti judge no amomo 30 days for Ken's lawyers to submit or more argument and answer opinion, whatever. Say juma no moye no Mistrial.
Okay.
Anu ama Anas lawyer so say 30 days say ono so and submit say enye Mistrial. Eti ho no mo na answer judge no betena say. Na wama ye can say final judgment
on the case, on the defamation case.
It's not in record of the court.
Okay.
Say your judgment is Candidate-Afia ya fining no 18 million.
So where from the 18 million issue? $18 million.
Nipa na onu esiu ye no. O esiu defamation was or damages of ye can say
$80 million.
80 million. Na media me kan bibia about law. I don't know. But lawyers no, when them say omo nimpa, jury or more make a decision is not a judgment until a judge reads a judgment and say I've awarded you this. Now some Mistrial a year or more raise and so no a great issue and so more. I didn't in a jury. Sa evidence we mwanhwe adentina mwanye we ene ne guy kan so
but this is the story I'm also seeing. As investigative journalist Anas Anas has secured a significant legal victory in the United States, winning an $18 million US dollars defamation lawsuit against former Ghanaian member of parliament Asin Central Kennedy Agyapong. The verdict was delivered by jury in Excel County, New Jersey. The lawsuit filed on May 17, 2022. The County Superior Court accused Candidate-Afia and media personality Frederick Asamoah of making defamatory statements against Anas during an episode of the Daddy Fred Show, an online program popular among Ghanaian audience in the United States. During the program, Candidate-Afia allegedly made a series of damaging and false claims, including accusing Anas of being criminal, a thief, responsible for murder of investigative journalist M0CKS. So, Fast forward, the court document highlighted several significant allegations made by Candidate-Afia, including false claiming that Anas has been convicted of crime in Ghana. That is crimes in Ghana. Accusing Anas of orchestrating M0CKS murder. Asserting that Anas was responsible for the death of multiple Chinese nationals in Ghana. Labeling Anas as a thief. This U.S. legal triumph came after a setback of Anas in Ghana, where he had an earlier pursued a defamation case against Candidate-Afia in 2018. Anas had sought a 25 million Ghana cedis in damage, citing defamatory material published by Candidate-Afia. However, Accra High Court ruled against Anas on March 15, 2023, citing that the investigative method reassembled investigative terrorism rather than legitimate journalism. It's said in our work, but the award 8 million anytime I read this very particular way.
Sad piece way a propaganda.
I see.
The actual judgment in a bar. That's a judge, a sustain. He say yes, Kokutia. Nothing who say judgment aba. What you say?
Okay.
It's a jury and make a decision. Or no doesn't mean say it's a final judgment.
So oko on your online. I don't know, but I think sir, I need a proper interpretation of this very particular story. Say investigative journalist Anas Anas has won an $18 million defamation lawsuit against former Candidate-Afia. What does it mean?
From court to now, Anas Bijina Hona, you say, Adu Wachagum.
Okay.
Adu Bia Ayade, air publishing. What do you say, Ghana so there? As I'm not told, a month for any can say proper checks.
Yeah, sure.
Any ade.
Sure.
No ubia efa, no bia efa, any kaika. So, but
I understand to send your work. I say the last part of the story. I say meanwhile, the jury's ruling is yet to be approved, otherwise by the presiding judge.
So what?
Oh, sir, no, KT interview on Anas Armiya lawyers ni bi etena say omotwetwe telephone conversation mo have one making this statement o say after 30 days ni na ebehu say bia say ni because and once on se court nsem no de wanya mo nchiremu a eti o release sign for no eno na abe trendia na say a clouded the highway eti no until say yenya the side of the story. There are two stories always. You don't have to listen to one side. Into any story, I am the passer. Hopes in say we are propaganda. We are propaganda. Hopes in I say we are propaganda.
Yes. The meaning of wa winning 80 million, wa winning 80 million. So on the
yes.
It is a final. You can say final judgment. You know. That's a judge in it. Say no case say na. Rodo Harazino, Wabogua, Avena, Ujina Bia Wahifa. So on the channel. Let us see it say for now a propaganda piece.
Sure.
And a namu. Judgment, MIA. The same case, same ways that was what you should know. Our superior courts here say what actually because based on the fact now. Defendant present here any idea no asaba worker no it's not far from right et you know what watching 2 months later no one sorry say o dey call US abrochi obunkodi eho no ma asebo ma say abrochi for there omo hwe crib omo no omo nim we ya niam esiko
omo ntitwi
twi no pese bra what we say ekire na no ayi Kennedy church mo be hu say the juma no ye entrapment. What you say?
Sure.
Because me ma ba kojo ho na se kojo ma me bribe a. See edi ngomo.
Yeah, sure.
Eti ne ma kan ye kojo aka. E say body na de echi. That dey enti na se me ka ba ko oh me here $10,000. Na me de no abo. De kojo kan de wo mo. Na fe wo na wo ma commentary on it. What kind of business no? Eti comment na wo ma no ene na manfo tie na hope si kokwaje bribe and wo ye say but nkomodu mu ni na bibia di ho akojo kan ya den eba abonte
yeah
eti I don't know ye de kwanifa eti amanfo enka omakuma ento omuyem te say 30 days no beso na judge na tenase na chese wama the final verdict on this eti for now no 3 days as a propaganda piece
propaganda piece hope sin avia do na ten kan was one thing you ni afia Schwar de ojubility so atese ntime pamchao sa na asem no esitie sa ana asem no esitie Dido Akasebi was say America's system is different from Ghana. Do you think Trump would have been voted for as a president if he were to be in Ghana? Dido question or the Williams, because Williams said even Trump we voted for him whilst facing trial. That is a fantastic answer, Dido. That is a fantastic answer. Said Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, Ghana, anaka yetu aba ediamano, ebra wo face trial ka debida, kanya dia Ghana for beto aba ediamano. But Ken is a Ghanaian. Ken is looking forward to bear the flag bearership of the MPP to contest for the 2028 election. So most definitely, Sanka Ofesi trial na se BBC one way or the other is going to have a turn on his political career here in Ghana, most definitely. Dido, instead of you to discuss this with a lawyer, you discuss it with Hobson. Is he a lawyer? Oh, okay. Honestly, the Nigerian children and the Yaba. And Anakwakudi was saying, like I was trying to point out last night, most people were trying to jump into conclusion. I said they must listen to Ken's side of the story. Yes, and Tianano, and Tina may bon company. Piercing, I say, Piercing, I believe, say Biaboko. Tina me bon company eco frere dachi him special ono so de ensemno ababe etudwa ne audio na ababe de dada hono so ati ase ntimi pam chaw in the next 30 days ni be hu si ni besi asi say lawyer no and I say the judges are going to conclude say $80 million in the defamation case in yemfa ento honorable Ohini Kennedy akomprekwa Japan so and I say there be the be pmbia no yesa so the home where e de bebrem obi oba class bi anya Mistrial no na afro onyane kase. Kindly drop your comment and share the video for me na bibi anya kama etime pam cha ha na dibesi but so far the conversation keeps on going. So what I say with the issue with M0CKS, so the suspect right now no me no can say the new IGP of Ghana of the police service of Ghana, yes, reference Christian Tete you colleague they believe say he was linked to the death of M0CKS, no opening ya channel nyame yadma oda so e police for akache lawyer no ebe kasa na lawyer no wa ompese obe disclose be bia abrante ne she abrante ne din Daniel Corantin. As Daniel Corantin denies selling M0CKS photo to Kennedy Agyapong until also so the better from the bebremo. And this was the said video you were saying anas harem yaw etabiri de court say ono agba komprekwa Japan nsembisi no kade go ono no hufin ntino sa na sitie Kevin Kobedute lanso kire say abranche friend no Daddy Fred and say papa friend Daddy Fred no ono so order na be court ntino e say there 2025 no action year court upon court upon court upon court otie free ono abo akomprekwa Japan so lawyer so akache say eba say impo 30 days ne so na say court say on tier 80 million for man nasa is going to lay off some of his workers to pay that money sa any city eti mofa monshane so na bibia anya kama obi oba class Benjamin Shan yebesa so ehia biom enti Mistrial Vivian Zeni comfort la Spence watch it na Kwakudia Dido nana bafu akoto o say ken no vote. Propaganda as for Hobson, he turned everything into politics. Dido. PS was in the Western world, the judges are better, of course. And Dido, so kind of stranded pa into baby abafabia Canada Japan or non trendy. Mistrial Asamu. Chama unto me the idea bompa maken yanko.
I decree and declare.
Amen.
By fire, by thunder.
Amen.
By fire, by thunder.
Amen.
I decree and declare.
Amen.
I decree and declare.
Amen.
By fire, by thunder.
Amen.
By fire, by thunder. I decree and declare.
Declaration ayajuma. Declaration ayajuma. Aha, nti bibia be kaba. Enti no update bia beto for bia no yasaso de bebra mu concerning ohini Kennedy Agyapong defamation case ekoso America bonte so New Jersey. Asemo enti that has been the other side of the story. If you are sure the jubility say anase nkebe a ompe kakra mfama $80 million no. Ensi gina ye enti no mesramo. That's it. Kindly share the video and drop your comment in a professional way. We are back class. You gra, Mirabel. God bless you all.